One other aspect of melodic use comes during the shout chorus. And this will be at measure 190. Once again, I wanted to use the melody in a shout chorus. In a shout chorus, it's not necessary to use the melody. It can also certainly be compositionally different, although it's nice to come back to the melody because we've had a long section of soloing going on with a lot of development. So in this case, restating the melody became something that I thought would be useful and help put some glue back into the chart and hold it together, especially after the development section. So first off, the saxophones at measure 190 play again each one of your notes, your first 4 notes that you have, saxophones. Here we go. First note. So right there, they got the melody, but what I've done is change the rhythm of it so that it's syncopated, and in this way there's some rhythmic interest provided. So here we go, saxophones, measure 190. Play the first 8 bars. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Strongly. Since the saxophones are playing the syncopations, I decided to go ahead and give the brass notes that are on the beats that the saxophones are not playing. So when the saxophones are playing upbeats, the brass are on the downbeats. When the saxophones are on the downbeats, the brass are on the upbeats. Gives it a little bit of more rhythmic interest. So let's have the brass at 190. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4. And once again, you hear the trumpets. They're paraphrasing the melody also at that point in time. Let's put the saxes and the brass together at 190. Let's go ahead and play the whole first 8 bars at 190. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One other aspect for this arrangement is because I knew who I was writing for. This is very important that as anybody writes an arrangement that they have a complete awareness of the level of the performers in the group, and if you have a feature artist that you're writing for, that you completely understand that person's style of playing. Just as Duke Ellington always wrote all of his arrangements specifically for the players in his band, whether it was Harry Carney, or whether it was Cat Anderson, or whether it was Johnny Hodges. All the arrangements were uniquely crafted around those players. In this case, I had the luxury of writing an arrangement for a phenomenal saxophonist, Professor Chris Collins, and I know his playing very well and was so comfortable with what he does that I knew I could give him the opportunity to stretch out. So during the solo section, I felt it very important to let the rhythm section come right down to a very low level and do a lot of interacting with Professor Collins so that he can use motivic development and all the things that he does so well. Then slowly allow the arrangement to build over the course of 3 choruses by introducing backgrounds, light backgrounds at first, hence the flutes and the trombones, flutes, clarinets, and trombones. Then on the 3rd chorus, we get a more rhythmic full band background which generates intensity, and then that leads us up to the shout chorus. If we could, maybe we could just play the background sections, and let's go ahead and start with the full band at measure 110. This is where the bridge of the 2nd chorus of solo, a very light texture, trombones and woodwinds. The first appearance of the backgrounds behind the soloist, so it's meant to be very quiet, very soft in the background. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's jump over to measure 142. This is the next background section, and now the intensity of the rhythm in the background picks up a little bit. It doesn't get a lot busier, but it does get thicker and more rhythmically pronounced. Here we are at measure 142, full band. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Rhythmic complexity picks up a little bit, and you also heard the saxes once again highlight a portion of the melody. So using the melody is something that's really important to do. It gives the arrangement a lot of glue. It can give you a lot of mileage.